Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. For this video, we discuss about kinesthetic and stimuli. Kinesthetic is the ability to the sense of position and movement of the body without using sight. So it's critical component of muscle memory and hand-eye coordination. One example is physical and sports. Like playing basketball. Muna ang kinesthetic. Here's some things about kinesthetic sense. Number one is sensory receptors. Number two, muscle memory. Three, awareness. Four, research. Lastly is number five is peripheral neuropathy. Sensory receptors. The kinesthetic system is made up of sensory receptors called proprioceptors that are located in the joints and muscles. Like example, itong five senses. Number one is sense of sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. So, muscle memory. Muscle memory is a neurological process that allows you to perform the motor skills without conscious effort. Like example, you're riding a bicycle. At first, you really struggle to balance and coordinate your movement. But after you repeated practice, the how to maintain balance, then makabagag kuan, makabike kay it's because kuan man nimo you ma-practice ba nimo. So, awareness. Kinesthetic of the open, not consciously experience daily activities, unlike often to sense of vision and hearing. Example is when you are walking without looking at your feet and you can still feel your body's movements and position in space. Research. Neuroimaging techniques have been used to identify the areas of the brain that are likely to be responsible for generating kinesthetic sensation. Like example, a study might examine how athletes use their kinesthetic sense since to perform complex movement like balancing, jumping, or running, how to sense can be affected in the individuals with neurological disorders. The lastly is peripheral neuropathy. What is peripheral neuropathy? Damaging to the nerves outside of the brain and the spinal cord can make it difficult to sensation of the sense of the movement of certain part of the body, like example diabetic neuropathy. Common in the people with diabetes. This type affects the sensory motor and autonomic nerves, often leading the numbness, tingling, pain in the awake, feet, and hands.
Stimuli or stimulus, a thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction in organ or tissue. To explain this, a stimulus is any external or internal signal or change that triggers response in an organism, helping it react and adapt. There are two types of stimulus and stimuli. Number one is external and number two is internal. Number one is external stimuli. So, external stimuli change the environment that triggers a physical or chemical response. To explain this, um, these external stimuli are constantly being processed by our sensory system, helping us to respond to adapt to our surroundings. Like example, pain, you touching a, a hot. Another example, taste, you taste something like sour, sweet, spicy. Number two is internal stimuli. The internal stimuli, these are change the experience or feelings that occur within the body. The internal stimuli also are critical for the body's ability to self-regulate and respond to change in its internal environment, ensuring the vital function and maintain the efficiently and health. So one example of internal stimuli is hungry. It is a sign low energy in our bodies. Number Another example is blood pressure. The receptors in arteries measure the blood pressure. When the blood pressure is too high, the arteries stretch and send a signal to the brain to lower the heart rate. That's all for today, guys. Take care and goodbye.